you're ready for a real change in your life, right? I mean, we all try to improve ourselves, but sometimes those self-help books just don't cut it. You want something that goes deeper to the core of who you are. That's where transformational hypnotherapy comes in. It's about rewiring your brain for peak performance, not just making surface level changes. Today, we're going to unpack what that actually means and how it can truly transform your life.
Imagine someone struggling with a deep-seated fear, maybe public speaking. They can use transformational hypnotherapy to uncover the root cause of that fear, maybe some childhood experience. And then they can reframe that experience in a way that doesn't hold them back. Like they can rewrite their story, transform from being paralyzed by fear to someone commanding the stage with confidence. It's really powerful.
That's an amazing example. So we're not just managing symptoms, but addressing the underlying programming. But let's break down the transformational aspect. What sets this approach apart from traditional hypnotherapy?
Um, it's about deep, lasting change. Change that impacts every part of your life. Think of it as a total upgrade to your entire system. We're talking about transforming your relationships, your career, your health, your well-being in general.
So it's not just tackling one issue like quitting smoking, but becoming the best version of yourself in all areas.
Exactly. It's about recognizing how our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors are all interconnected and then creating a ripple effect of positive change.
Okay, I'm starting to see the bigger picture, but for those who don't really know about hypnotherapy, can you quickly explain how it works?
It's all about accessing that powerful part of your mind, the subconscious. We use deep relaxation techniques to kind of bypass the conscious mind and tap into those deeply ingrained beliefs and patterns, the ones that really shape our reality.
So it's like going beyond the surface, like accessing the control panel of our minds and actually reprogramming the code.
That's a great way to put it. And what's really cool is that transformational hypnotherapy uses techniques like neuro-linguistic programming, or NLP, to rewire those neural pathways, creating new positive patterns of thought and behavior.
So NLT is like the language of the brain, and we're using it to rewrite the script of our lives. That's powerful stuff.
It is powerful, and it's based on the understanding that our brains are plastic. They can change and adapt throughout our lives. Transformational hypnotherapy uses that plasticity to create lasting transformation.
This sounds amazing, but I know some people might be a bit hesitant, skeptical even, about hypnotherapy. What would you say to them?
It's healthy to be skeptical. It's good to question things, especially when it comes to something that claims to create significant change. But what's really compelling about transformational hypnotherapy is that it's not just based on stories. There's actually a growing body of scientific research that backs it up.
So there's real science behind it.
Absolutely. Studies have shown that hypnotherapy can create measurable changes in brain activity. It can reduce stress hormones, improve sleep, and even enhance focus and concentration.
So it's not just about believing it works, it's actually changing our brains.
Exactly. And what's even more convincing is the evidence showing its effectiveness in treating various conditions, from chronic pain to anxiety to addiction.
This is really interesting. What are some examples of transformations people have experienced with this approach?
Well, just imagine someone who struggled with insomnia for years, finally being able to sleep peacefully after a few sessions. Or someone who's been paralyzed by social anxiety, suddenly feeling comfortable and confident around people. These are real transformations we see every day.
That's amazing. It sounds like it can really change people's lives.
It can, and it often does. And what's even more exciting is that the benefits go beyond the specific issue you're addressing.
Mhm.
When you reprogram your subconscious for greater well-being, positive changes start happening in all areas of your life.
It's like a chain reaction of good things.
Exactly. Your relationships improve, your self-esteem goes up, you feel more energetic and motivated to go after your goals. It's all about becoming the best version of yourself in every way.
Okay, I'm definitely intrigued. Let's say someone wants to try transformational hypnotherapy. What's the first step?
Finding a qualified hypnotherapist, that's the key. Do your research. Look for someone who's licensed, experienced, and someone you feel comfortable with, someone you can trust.
So finding the right hypnotherapist is crucial, but what can you expect from the actual transformational hypnotherapy process once you've found someone?
Well, it's a journey of self-discovery, and it's guided by the therapist. You'll explore your inner world, your beliefs, the patterns and experiences that have shaped you into who you are today.
It's like a deep dive into the subconscious, almost like an archaeological dig, uncovering artifacts that have been buried for years, wouldn't you say?
That's a fantastic analogy, and as you unearth those artifacts, the deep-seated beliefs and emotions, you begin to understand how they've been affecting your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors.
So it's about bringing those subconscious patterns into our conscious awareness, but how do you actually change them?
We use a variety of techniques, things like guided imagery, suggestion, and metaphor. The therapist helps you to reframe those old experiences and beliefs, letting go of what no longer serves you and creating new empowering patterns that support your desired outcomes.
So it's not about erasing the past, but transforming how we relate to it and how it influences us in the present.
Exactly. It's about reclaiming your power and rewriting the narrative of your life in a way that supports your well-being and growth.
We've talked about the science behind transformational hypnotherapy, but I'm curious about the specific techniques that make it so effective. Are there any that stand out?
One powerful technique is accessing what some call memories of memories. It involves going beyond surface-level recall and tapping into the emotional core of an experience.
Wow, it's like unlocking a vault of emotions.
In a way, yes. By accessing those deep-seated feelings and reprocessing them in a safe space, you can release the emotional baggage they've been carrying and create significant shifts in your present experience.
It's like finally releasing all that pent-up energy.
Precisely. And as you release those old patterns, you create space for new, positive ones to come in.
So it's about taking out the trash and replacing it with something beautiful.
I like that. And as you cultivate these new patterns, you'll start to notice changes in your thoughts, your feelings, and your behaviors. You'll find yourself responding to situations differently, making healthier choices, and attracting more positive experiences.
It sounds like a complete transformation affecting every part of you.
It is. And what's really amazing is that it often has a ripple effect. As you transform yourself, you inspire those around you to do the same. Your relationships become stronger, your communication improves, and you become a force for positive change.
So it's not just personal transformation, but it's about creating a more positive and harmonious world.
Exactly. And that's one of the most inspiring aspects of transformational hypnotherapy. It empowers us to become the change we want to see, starting with ourselves.
So how long does this process usually take?
Well, there's no one-size-fits-all answer. Some people experience significant changes after just a few sessions, while others may need a longer process to address deeper issues and create lasting change.
So it's about finding what feels right for you and your own unique journey.
Absolutely. A good therapist will work with you, tailoring the sessions to your specific needs and goals, supporting you every step of the way.
Okay, that makes sense. Now, are there any risks or downsides to consider?
Like any therapeutic approach, it's really important to choose a qualified and ethical practitioner, someone who prioritizes your well-being, creates a safe space, and follows ethical guidelines.
So it's about doing your homework and finding a therapist you connect with and feel comfortable with.
Exactly. It's a partnership, and trust is essential. When done responsibly and ethically, transformational hypnotherapy is a powerful and safe tool for growth and transformation.
So, like any powerful tool, you want to make sure it's used correctly and for the right reasons.
Absolutely. And when used skillfully, it can unlock incredible potential and create lasting positive change in our lives.
So far, we've talked about a lot, from how transformational hypnotherapy works to its potential benefits, and we've even addressed some common concerns. Now I'm curious, how can someone prepare for a session and get the most out of the experience?
That's a great question, and it's one we'll explore further as we continue our deep dive.
So we've really gone deep into transformational hypnotherapy, how it can uncover those hidden patterns and rewire our subconscious minds. Now, for those who are ready to take the plunge, how can they prepare for a session and really get the most out of it?
That feeling of readiness is a great starting point. It shows a commitment to self-exploration. So before you even walk into that therapist's office, think about what you want to achieve, what are your goals, what specific areas of your life are you hoping to change.
So having that clear intention is key. But what about practical preparation? Is there anything you can do beforehand to enhance the experience?
Absolutely. First off, physical comfort is really important. Wear comfortable clothing, make sure you're well hydrated, and avoid big meals before the session.
Right. So feeling relaxed in your body helps you to relax deeper. What about mentally preparing?
Open communication with your therapist is super important. Share your goals, express any anxieties or doubts. The more open you are, the better they can tailor the session to your needs.
It's all about building that trust so you're comfortable physically and mentally. You've got your intention set. You're ready for the session. What can you expect during the session itself?
The therapist will guide you into a deep state of relaxation using different techniques. Things like guided imagery, visualization, and even metaphorical storytelling. It's in this relaxed state that your subconscious becomes more open to change.
It's amazing how transformational hypnotherapy uses storytelling. It's like rewriting our own life stories. So, what about after the session? How do you take those insights and changes and make them part of your daily life?
Journaling can be really helpful. Take some time to think about your experience, write down any insights that came up, any changes in your thinking or feeling. This helps to solidify those changes and make them part of your conscious awareness.
So, journaling becomes like a bridge between the subconscious and conscious mind. What else can you do to integrate these changes?
Be patient with yourself. Change takes time, and it's not always a straight line. There might be times when you doubt yourself or fall back into old habits. That's totally normal.
It's all a part of the process. It's about embracing the journey and celebrating even the small wins.
Exactly. And remember, you're not alone in this. Surround yourself with supportive people, friends, family, or even a support group. Sharing your experiences can make a big difference.
So true. Building that support system is crucial. As we wrap up our deep dive, what final thoughts do you have for those considering transformational hypnotherapy?
Remember that you have the power to change. Transformational hypnotherapy is a tool that can unlock that potential. It's about taking that first step, trusting the process, and embracing the incredible journey of self-discovery.
So, to our listeners, if you're looking for a real shift, a deep transformation, explore transformational hypnotherapy. You might be amazed by what you find. That's it for this deep dive. Until next time, keep exploring and keep growing.